Welcome back, guys, to a new episode of Career Mode. Today, we're here in the Circuit of Americas. A lot of driver transfers today, and a lot of interesting ones. Charles Leclerc leaving Ferrari. My goodness, we never thought we would see that day, but he will be leaving. I don't know which team he's going to, but he's just leaving. Maybe he has a team in plan. I don't know, but he's leaving Ferrari. I'm happy that Zorline found a driver, a pretty talented driver, to replace Yuki Tsunoda next season. And the happiest thing I'm so glad for right now is Alpine is getting penalties and fines for what happened in China, because using telemetry data and all that stuff, apparently out of the crash with Esteban Ocon was on purpose from the Alpine. Even though I did make a mistake coming through the corner, that actually saved my race, because he was just gonna full on like swipe at me and crash me and like spin me out and stuff and just try to ruin my race completely. So me making that mistake through that corner actually saved my race, and I was able to get points. Luckily he will be luckily Alpine was fined and Esteban Ocon was replaced and stuff like that, blah blah blah. I'm just happy that Alpine won't probably try to do that again no more. Let's stop talking about all the news and drama and stuff. Let's just focus on the qualifying results. Our teammate Pierre, pole position, Daniel Ricciardo in second, Logan Sargent, our nearest championship rival, 6 points behind us. Third place, Charles, fourth place, the guy who's, leaving Ferrari at the end of the season. Jack Doohan in fifth, Oscar Piastri in sixth, Lando Norris in seventh, Max Verstappen and Kimi Antonelli 8th and 9th, the Mercedes duo, Nico Hülkenberg in 10th in the Haas car. So yeah, that is your top 10. Let's hop into the race. It's actually going to be a night race. That's just interesting. COTA is naturally a hard tire circuit, one of the highest tire circuits in this game. So I'm gonna start hard, see where that leads us. And yeah. Now let me show you the setup. This is my setup coming to today's race. This is my setup. Very high downforce. And 5 green lights and away we go. One thing I do not like about Fxracer, just one of my criticisms, is like the AI, they always stack up. So you always have to get them like a couple of second head start. If you don't want to jump like 15 spots unrealistically, like before the first corner actually. That's super unrealistic, and I hope Fran does fix it. Back of Liam Lawson. Try to do switchback. Already massive slide actually. Be on the back. Over on the outside, make slight contact with Liam Lawson. Luckily, you don't spin, no damage, but up in 19. Great run out the corner, but we have gear 3, which gives us less acceleration, but much more top speed, and that's going to be pretty helpful with our very, very high wings. Usually I run lower wing than the rest of the field, but today I decided to run higher. Look at the inside of our junior team, Yuki Tsunoda. He's not going to be here next season. Like, very hard. Pinched him, but he's still around the outside. Those stops really, really good here. But those stops are going to die off very early. They're going to be dying off around lap 3. Dying off around lap 3, maybe 3.5. Spence went up my side. I made a mistake on exit. I did not expect Yuki Tsunoda to throw one up the inside and get past. Yuki Tsunoda's probably just trying to press for other teams. I do kind of see his point. Looking back, I do kind of see his point. There's no future for him. This pure Gasly kind of does have a pretty good seat on our team. He's been getting wins, getting podiums. He's been clutching up for the team when I'm doing bad, or an incident happened in the midfield, just stuff like that. So we're like 1 penalty point away from having a 10-second penalty, having to serve that in the pit lane. If I remember correctly, like 1 penalty point. So we're gonna have to be a very good boy here. Got the DRS, and you just know that it's gonna be very hard to pass this soft lane. And as we see, look how much he pulls away. Oh my God, dude, I hate stuff behind. Look up the inside of Yuki Tsunoda, make a dodge and try to hold it on the outside. I'm about to block that off. Finally, the pass. That's the young collab, which is a very good thing for us. Let's just say that soft runner, like softs on simulation mode, is super good, but it's so annoying. You're behind a driver on softs and you're on like hard, just trying to instead of into what a dive bomb here. Gee, they just accelerate off that corner. I don't know if you agree with the right pick today. I really don't. Sorry that he wasn't able to get there. Still in 18. Already done the 70% tires 3 laps. Usually we would be at like 85, 82 other tracks, but I know it's already showing. Cross back and collar Pinto, what a move! The slow in, fast out. Look at the inside of Isaac Hadjar now. He's also on those cars. Can he make a dive? No. He dropped through the slow out method. Bad exit there. That's not very good with our gear 1 acceleration, but we dropped the DRS and slipstream. We're gonna catch a lot on this back end with the straightaway. Make a move up the inside. Wow. Cleared him before the exit. Nice move. The softs should be dying off right about now, maybe in like 30-40 seconds. The medium should die off around lap 4, 4.5. There's possibly a 1 stop because AI don't actually have to switch and change tires, only the player does. Allow them to do the 0 stop, which we saw in China. Yeah, that's right, 0 stop with hards. We saw some drivers with the hard tires save and conserve and do a 0 stop. It was insanity. Running outside of one shot, I'm trying to find a move around. Gear 3 is kind of annoying through sector 1 and 2. Oh, the out! And it's before the letter. They made contact with that put inside the wall, and it affected, I think it was Guan Yu Zhou. What happened there? What? I was so fucking on Guan Yu Zhou, I didn't see to look up ahead, and luckily, since I'm an F1 driver, I had that reaction time to just avoid the crash. Jesus Christ, dangerous rejoin too. I will add. Horrendous rejoin, so dangerous. And it affected AHT, I think. Yeah, I think it affected AHT. It's up to 14th now. Remember, he is the replacement driver for Esteban Ocon since, he did kind of right outside of Oliver, man. He's still around the outside. Can we clear off the exit? Yes, we will. What a move. I was not expecting that, but the mediums are giving that crossover point. The softs are dead. Like, the softs are just straight up dead, but the mediums are giving crossover point where the hard should be better up the inside. Great move. Like I was saying, AHT got caught up in that wreck. He did not deserve that whatsoever. He did not. Oh, the gearbox need to hold him very bluntly. Our front wing does not get taken off. She did not deserve that. He was just chilling. In his first ever F1 race. That just happens. Between Gabriel Bortoletto and Isaac Hadjar, I believe. I'm gonna have to just, I'm interested to see how that sparked, how that happened. I want to see the footage after this race. trying to go around the outside. Nico Hulkenberg defends pretty well on this medium. But slow in, fast out. Cross back. A great traction. Can we clear? Are we clear? Yes, we are. What a move. Oh, switcheroo, Crocky's, and I know you scream at the top of his lungs. We have to defend from Nico Hulkenberg. He's still attacking. You know, I have our DRS. Don't mind us saying DRS, so we don't actually have DRS. Also, another bug I hate in this game. Like, we do not have no DRS at all, but it says we do, which is not true at all. We're gonna defend from Nico Hulkenberg successfully. I'm hoping to stretch these hards to the softs. I'm mostly going to have to be very careful once the tires hit below 50%, because that's when it gets a tad bit much more easier to spin, lose its grip. Not the crossover point, that's when you hit under 40 or 35%. I'm very aware of that. In the back of the I don't know if he's going to put this lap, does he? No, he doesn't. Logan Sargent, though, he pits. I don't know if this medium's going to be able to make it. He's going to have to really stretch those mediums. On the back of Kimi Antonelli, using the gear 3. That extra top speed is going to help us make that pass up into 8th. Bunch of drivers are now finally pitting. Verstappen goes up through the S's right now in that Mercedes. I messed up the corner. I just touched the grass there. Lost a bit of speed. If we're going for that, we'll probably be side by side with Max Verstappen. This is gear 3. Pull away from us with that acceleration. We're gonna have a DRS then. Maybe we'll be able to make a move. We still barely just have slipstream. Now these hards are really dying off right now. We don't have top end speed like we did when we were above 50%. Great brakes. One thing this William does have that is the best in the field is brakes. We have such powerful brakes, and we're gonna really make great dive bombs. Only Daniel Ricciardo was on our team. Oh Jesus Christ, the moves he would be making. We also have one of the most powerful engines in the field. That is our 2 greatest strengths. So look at things on the match. He's probably going to pit this lap. Yes, he will. And the Ferrari of Jack doing too. So now the top 6 are just hard runners stretching their tires out. This lap I'm definitely boxing. The hards are just pretty much dead. They're about to hit under 40%. This time we'll just push. So any lap, soft should easily make 3 laps. They might hit the crossover point if we really do abuse them, but it's We're catching up onto the back of the McLaren. Oscar and Lando, after just struggling through the mid part of the season, the first 3 races were good. They grabbed a couple top 5s, a couple podiums, but then the rest of the season the car really showed its pace, and it was just garbage back marker pace. It was not until I think 2 episodes, 2 races ago where they brought an upgrade in. Now they've been fast, top contender for top 5, and Haas has fallen off a cliff in the last couple of races. They're probably focusing on next season. What a slide there. Had to catch the car actually almost went to the grass. That's how big the slide was. And then this car really wants to spin. Have to be much more careful. The hards have now hit a crossover point. Now I expect to see multiple drivers either box this lap or next lap. I don't know why, but the AI really do like the box very late when you're on hards and they're really much conserving. So we're gonna go on soft. Pretty decent pit stop, a little slow on the front tires, but it's fine. good. You join out of the pits very safely. One of junior drivers, they were able to let passengers just right before them. Maybe some drivers are doing a two-stop actually on purpose. Who knows? It is hot. This track is hot, pretty high tire wear. Go around the outside of Gabriel with a letter. I'm not trying to wait for that shit that we are going on to. Couldn't make a move. A bunch of drivers are being stacked up right now. Contact Gabriel with a little, just a little. Luckily, once again, we've been saved. No front wing damage. My goodness, we've been very lucky with not getting front wing damage most of this season. We're trying to go around the outside of William Murphy, holding us up these precious seconds. Might cost us the podium if not a win. Not gonna try to make a move from Oliver Barry defense. The inside we go around, the outside. Not forward engine is gonna help us. We're gonna try to make a dive bomb. What a move from that far back. He wasn't stacked up or nothing. That was just great brakes and fresh start. Inside of the house of Nico Hulkenberg. Up the inside now, Guang Yuzhou. We're slacking through the traffic now like butter. Like first seconds on those softs, it's gonna be pretty hard to pass. That's not on dead soft that Nico Hulkenberg was. It'd be crazy if he did a zero stop. Max Verstappen tries to defend the inside and go around the outside of the Alpine of. What a move! Now we're on the back of George Russell. Looking at the inside, couldn't get there. I'll try to hold it, put in, but we're gonna get a great run out the corner. Look at the inside of George Russell, and we have finally cleared this traffic. Now we're gonna run and clean it back there and try to catch the leader. Get down mid-corner. Run back to Lando Norris now. Starts with that dirty air. Get up the inside. And great move. Great move. I think he just let us go by. If he either let us go by, or it's just like this car just have so much grip. Now a bunch of drivers are finally pit. Whoa, a bunch of stack of Jack Doonan. What? Jack Doonan. Oh, the Alpine makes contact. What's just happening on this final lap? We're 4 seconds behind Pierre. I hope Pierre is going to be able to pass Logan Sargent if I can. AFC boxes another time. Multiple drivers are now pitting. Oh wait, no, the leaderboard actually just updated. Now we're actually second, right behind our championship rival, who's on dead mediums. Final lap, how's Logan Sargent gonna win this race? We'll look up the inside. Side by side, we got the DRS. Just tucked in behind for the slipstream. Up the inside. This is valuable points. We're gonna gain and we're gonna need passing Logan Sargent. Now just don't spin through these next couple of corners. Guys, we're on cruise control right now. Rounding the final corners. We're gonna win our home GP. What a comeback drive. And what a strategy. Yes! Get in there. Okay, so here are the results after the race. It's me on the top step of the podium. Finally, we have a win after about a 7-8 race winless streak. Logan Sargent in second, Pierre in third. Let's see who is our top 10. Daniel Ricciardo in fourth, Jack Doohan in fifth with the one-stop mediums, the softs. Daniel Ricciardo did the same strategy as Pierre. Kimi Antonelli in the Mercedes, sixth place. What a race for them, and what a strategy too. George Russell did the opposite of Kimi Antonelli and Jack Doohan in seventh. V-Carb, it's going to be a great week for them. Softs, the mediums. That's very interesting. Max Verstappen in the Mercedes, 8th. Same strategy as Kimi Antonelli. I think Kimi just did it better, I guess. Or it's just a tad bit much more lucky for the race. Nico Hulkenberg also did the same strategy in 9th place. And Charles Leclerc, yeah, I can see why. He's leaving that team. 10th place. Jack Doohan is in 5th. They got the strategy right with him, but not with Charles. AFT was also unlucky enough to get hit with the horrendous strategy. 17th place for his first ever F1 start. Could be better, but it could be worse. Let's be honest here. It's probably mostly because of the strategy. I did see him in the top 12, top 13 for most of the race, so the strategy probably just kind of screwed him over. Now let's see the standings. We gained 10 points on Red Bull. We're in a fierce battle with Red Bull, and there's only 2 races left, so we have to gain every single point we can. V-Carb gained 6 points, so it's unlucky Aston Martin is actually going to pass them. They're going to need a miracle. I don't know if Alpine are going to get passed by V-Carb, but be a very surprised shocker if they do. 12 points for Mercedes. They're starting to clear and ahead of our junior team, Zorlan Racers. Only 2 points for Haas. Ferrari is not going to pass them by 2, and just a 2-point gap between them. Now let's see the drivers. 13-point gap coming into the last 2 races of the season. And Brazil and Vegas are one of my best tracks. One of my favorite tracks to drive at are Brazil and Vegas. So I'm looking forward to those races. Not a lot of changes here in the driver standings, even going down the field. The only noticeable thing is Kimi Antonelli. On the back of Oscar Piastri, 2 points separate the two, and that's about it. Oh yeah, George Russell actually scores his first points of the season. Wow, he would jump the Aston Martins and score 18th in 18th place. So yeah, that's really about it. See you next time in Brazil. Leave a comment down below, join my Discord, and see you then.